Hi everyone and welcome. Let's see how we can use that formula that we learned in the previous lesson in different ways. So before we start, we want to see if you can still remember what you did in the previous lesson. So we are going to give you the following sequence: 5, 2, minus 1, and so it continues up until an unknown place. Now my question is, can you still remember what is the formula to calculate the first constant difference of an arithmetic series? Yes, very good. It is D equals term 2 minus term 1. And in the place of T2, we just simply put the 2, there we go, minus term 1, which is the 5. And once we calculate it, we get a first constant difference of minus 3. Excellent. Now, we want to calculate the general formula. To do that, you had to remember a certain formula. Can you remember it? Yes, very good. It looks like this. The term in the unknown position is equal to A, which is term 1, plus D, which is the constant difference, and in brackets n minus 1. So now we just simply do substitution. In the place of the A, we put the 5, there we go. In the place of the constant difference, we put the minus 3. And once we calculate it, we end up with minus 3n plus 8. And this is our general formula. So in today's lesson, we are going to learn how we will use these two formulas to calculate any term in the sequence, as well as to be able to say the how manyth term in the sequence it is. We are going to make use of the same general formula as in our warm-up. Now let's see what we are going to learn now. We want to find the value of a certain term in a certain position. Now let's just see what that means. This 5 is the term and it's in position 1. This 2 is the term and it's in position 2. This minus 1 is the term and it's in position 3. That's why we call it T3, right? Okay, so now what will be the term in an unknown position? Now let's look at the question here. What is the value of the 21st term? So we want to know what is this value if it's the 21st number in the sequence. Now to do that, we are going to make use of the general formula and we want to calculate what the term is in the 21st position. So in the place of this n as well as this n, we are going to put this 21 because we want the term in the 21st position. So after we do the substitution, we simply say minus 3 times 21 plus 8, and then we get an answer of minus 55. So the term in the 21st position is minus 55. So once we get to the 21st number, it will have a value of minus 55. Now what will we do if we don't have the general formula and we don't want to take the time to actually calculate it? Well, we simply can use this formula that we learned in our previous lesson, which is the term in the unknown position is equal to A, which is term 1, this 5, and also plus the constant difference, which is minus 3. We calculated that in the warm-up, and then n minus 1. But now we actually know what the n is. It's 21. So we simply do the substitution again. So the term in the 21st position is equal to A plus the constant difference, and then 21 minus 1. And once we do this calculation, we will get the same answer as before, which is minus 55. So the term in the 21st position is equal to minus 55. Okay, so that is quite easy. Now what we are going to learn next is how we will use the general formula as well as this formula to calculate the position of a certain term. Now here is another way that we can use the general formula and this formula. So let's just read the question first. Which term in the sequence has a value of minus 67? So we are given minus 67, which is somewhere along the sequence, but we don't know the how manyth number it is. Okay, so we actually don't know its position. So we are given the term. So in the place of Tn, we can simply put the minus 67. Okay, so let's do that substitution. There we go. And it's equal to minus 3n plus 8. Now all that we need to do next is to calculate n. So we first take this plus 8, which is the constant term, and if we take it to that side, we're going to minus with it. So now we get minus 67 minus 8 is equal to minus 3n. That gives us minus 75 equals minus 3n, and then we simply take the minus 75 and we divide with the coefficient, which is minus 3, and minus 75 divided by minus 3 gives us an answer of 25. So the 25th term in the sequence will be minus 67, and that's it. So T25 is equal to minus 67. Now, what if we don't have the general formula? Then we can simply make use of this formula. We simply do the substitution of A and D and also of Tn, because we are given the term, which is minus 67. And then once we do this calculation on the right side, we'll end up with the same as the general formula, and it's the same principle or the same concept to follow until we get the answer of n, which is equal to 25. And that's it. So hope you understand what we are doing here, and good luck with the PDFs, and see you next time. Bye.